Hey guys, we're back with another episode of Franchise Hockey Manager 10 with the San Jose Sharks. And I said I was going to sim up to about 2 weeks before the deadline, and that's exactly what I did. Made a couple of trades. Is Anthony Mantha still a free agent? Wow, he is. Okay. Made a couple of trades. We're not done yet, but I made a couple of deals in the last 2 weeks. One with the Bruins, one with the Blackhawks. You can see them right there. I kind of have a bias of, as most of you know, to the Bruins. So we'll take a look at the two deals, and then we'll see what else we can do to improve our team. We're pretty far out of a playoff spot, so I made the decision that it's time to sell. And the first deal we made was with the Bruins. We sent Tristan Robins. Looked like he had kind of peaked developmentally. Looks like he might have a little bit more room for growth there, and he's okay. He's okay offensively, but everything else is below average. Samuel Bolduc, who we picked up as a waiver wire claim a year ago, and a third-round pick in 2027 to the Bruins, getting Matthew Poitras. Poitras's already better than Robins. He's 3 years younger. Very good physical ratings, very good offensive ratings. The mental ratings are pretty good. Defensively, we got to hide him a bit, but he's only 20. He's got a 3-year contract. He's only got 4 points in 46 games with the Bruins this season, but pretty happy with that deal. So we'll go ahead and complete it. And then the other deal we made was with the Blackhawks, and this one I extended out a little bit. We traded Fabian Zetterlund, who I had actually he wasn't dressed, and his contract was up this season. So we traded Zetterlund, Thomas Bordeleau, Riley Walsh, and a third-round pick in 2025 next season to the Blackhawks. Chase Stevenson was just filler because they already had 50 contracts. So we needed to pick him up. We get 22-year-old Wyatt Kaiser, very physical, offensive-minded defenseman. He's been with the Blackhawks 9 points in 44 games. And 19-year-old winger Nick Lardis, again, really good offensively, very physical. Again, not a lot of great defensive talent that we've picked up, and that's something I'm going to continue to look for here over the next couple of weeks. But we get younger with Kaiser and Lardis. We give up a couple players who really didn't factor into our future. So let's complete that trade as well. Let's go to our roster now and see what we got to do. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I want to just, we will replace Benning with Kaiser. Stevenson, we can go ahead and place on waivers. I don't care about him. And, okay, what do we do now? We have a lot of equivalent talent, but this is the kind of stuff I think Landis. No, I don't want to loan him because then actually, yeah, I think let's loan Lardis. Patrick can go down, but we don't. Yeah, so I think we loan him back to Bradford. Eklund needs to be out there, and then. Nico Sturm's had a good year, but he's one of those players we're going to trade here shortly, along with maybe Zadina. Although Zadina's got 19 points in 33 games. I don't know. I got to get Poitras out there, though. So we will replace Sturm with Poitras. And now we can set the lines. We're missing a winger, Eklund. But yeah, this was Eklund. I'll put Eklund on the top line. I don't care. Poitras, we'll move Poitras between Musty and O'Connor. Kaiser, what are we missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Gustav Forsling, right. So Forsling will go here. Kaiser, two-way defenseman. Yeah, we'll leave him there for now. Power play, Kubalik, Lindholm. Sprong, I guess. And then that second PK, or that second unit. want Patra out there. And then Forsling. Who's my second line? Teravainen. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Teravainen, Hurdle, Kubalik, Sprong, and Eklund. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get Eklund back out there. Eklund there. Yeah, I don't want Kaiser as my second line. PK guy or power play guy. 4-on-3. Forsling, Sprong, Anderson, Montour. Our PK unit is fine. All right. So now the next thing I want to look for is a defensive-minded defenseman. I don't care if he doesn't have much in the way of offensive skills. In fact, Rittich, you know what? Rittich is going to go away. We're going to go to our minor league affiliate. Corona's actually been really good. So is Goudreau, but he's got away. We're going to call up Corona. He's going to be our backup. Goal starts. It's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. That. Then we go to goalie starts. And we will go starter, backup, starter, backup. We'll just do this through the end of the season really quickly. Just making sure I'm not playing anybody in back-to-back games, but still giving Samsonov an opportunity to get the majority of the starts as the starter. April 4th, April 8th, we'll go starter there. Then we'll go backup, starter, backup, starter. All right. So there is a lot on the block. The problem I'm running into, a lot of teams are up against it financially. It's not where I wanted to go. So it's hard to make a deal work. See a lot of pretty talented names on the block, a lot of young players. Jake Sanderson, really good defenseman. Barzal, Morrow is still on there. Josh Norris, I wouldn't mind having. Sean Barons. Yeah, a lot of decent talent, but I'm looking for defensemen that are developed defensively. There just isn't that much here. Carson Soucy, but he's 30. That doesn't fit what we're looking for. 13. Yeah, none of those guys really fit kind of the bill. Norris's contract. I mean, we could trade for him. We're on his no trade list, but I don't think I can make it work. Hurdle. They're likely to... Yeah, I mean, I can see why they wouldn't make this deal. Chychrun's only got a year left on his contract. Can I make something happen there? Let's get out of this page. Go back. Ottawa. Hurdle. Chychrun. Ah, bummer. Chabot, but he's he's like an elite offensive defenseman, but he's an offensive defenseman. Chychrun's really the one I was looking at. All right, let's submit ahead a couple of days, and we will come back and we will we'll see what we can do. So we definitely got younger, picking up 3 players under the age of 22. Gave up a couple of third-round picks. So it's not ideal, but not terrible, I don't think. Brett Gardner, cool. Next day versus Montreal. It's an 8-5 win. What the heck? Kubalik, 3 goals and an assist. A crazy first period, 4-3. Forsling, Kubalik, Teravainen, Sprong, Kubalik, and then Wyatt Kaiser in his debut gets a goal. Patra in his debut gets a goal. Really bad defensive ratings there. Kubalik, O'Connor, Hurdle, Teravainen, and then 3 defensemen with sub 50. That ain't good. I love the -4 from Rasmus Anderson. Samsonov stops 38 out of 43, and we win. All right, well, good, I guess. We got Vegas coming up. Still curious about Pittsburgh's draft pick. Is it going to be top 10 protected again this season? Get Connor Bedard leading the NHL in scoring. Good for him. 5th in the in goals. All right, so what if we Gustafsson, Akuradi. Okay, well, at least we know there are teams that are interested. So let's Arizona and Seattle. Looking at the long term, what about Seattle? Okay, well, let's see. Sharks players, Hurdle, just said they could. Who do they have that's on a bad cap hit that we can take back for a year? Yanni Gord. No trade. Esa Lindell. $7.8. I'm taking back more salary than. Okay, that's weird. They can't add this much. Maybe it's future salary that they're thinking about. Let's look at Arizona. Just trying to match up the salaries. Is it a it doesn't make any sense. I have to think that this is like they can't add this much salary to their payroll or don't they? I think they need to change this. I think I don't know if this is a bug, but they're not adding any salary to their payroll. They're actually giving up salary. Now, if they don't want this trade because it's a bad trade, fine, but this doesn't make any sense. So I am going to save that. I'm going to post something to the forums just to make sure that it's not anything on my end and that it's not a bug of sorts and that it's working as intended. Again, let's just look at the block, see if anything has changed. Wouldn't mind a Matthew Barzal. kind of what I'm looking for is what's his name? Matthias Samuelsson, but without that contract. Looking for somebody like this without this. Because right now he's in Rochester. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Somebody with that type of defensive rating without without 6-year, $4.5 million a year contract or whatever it is. All right, so Teravainen's hurt. Let's replace him with Sturm. I don't want Sturm on that second line. I mean, it doesn't matter. He's a center, though. Hurdle, can he play the wing? He can play right wing. Kubalik can play both sides, right? Yeah, so we'll move Kubalik over here. We'll do that. All right, let's play this game or sim this game against Vegas. Got to figure out the defense, man. Another big loss. I think we've got... There are some pretty good upcoming free agents. Oh, these are mine. Anybody here? I need to reset. Okay, auto qualify is on. Auto qualify is on. Bukestad Sturm. Yeah, I don't care about any of these people. Nope, that's me again. I always forget this part. Here it is. Yeah, there are some pretty impressive names, even if I go in and I filter out the restricteds. Draisaitl, Rantanen, Shesterkin is on there. Shea Theodore. Linus is available. Just from looking at this list, I mean, if Draisaitl is available or Rantanen is available or Shesterkin is available, I think we have to. We've got the money to. We should have the money to spend. There's a lot of decent names coming up as free agents. Let's get to the next game. Excuse me. Ottawa, Tampa. I'm looking at the teams at the tops of their divisions, hoping maybe Teravainen's ahead of schedule. All right. So we will replace Sturm with Teravainen. Hurdle. This. All right, let's play this. Send this game against Nashville, and then I will go in and kind of do a little messing around, looking for some trade opportunities. 2-1. Okay, well, we only gave up 2 goals. That's encouraging. Crosby. Okay, so he signed a new contract. Let's look at the standings real quick. Look at the East. Tampa, Ottawa, Buffalo. Excuse me, New York, New Jersey, Carolina. Let's look at Buffalo. What is Buffalo? They need a goalie. They have no cap space. New York and New Jersey. Jersey doesn't have any cap space. New York's got some cap space. They need help at left defense. If I have it left defensive, I'd be willing to part with Ferraro, but he's only 3 cents. Fine. I mean, maybe we can get something out of him if they overvalue. If they overvalue the veteran. I don't really have anything of interest. There's nothing there that's super impressive. What about draft picks? Trying to see if maybe down the road picks are, yeah, that's not worth, I don't know. I don't want to give him up for that then. Let's go back to our players. I mean, Hurdle's really the only player I'm looking to move. The Rangers have to have bad contracts, right? They're the Rangers. Yeah, okay, I'd take back Quick. Andre, I mean, I'd love Andre Miller. Hurdle. Can I make something work here? Okay, where maybe I'm wrong. Okay, Leshunov, yeah, I can't. There are certain players I'm just not willing to give up. Okay, we're at well balanced. Got to be really careful giving up these draft picks. Just offer that and see what sort of answer we get. I think we're gonna say it's very. I think we're gonna get an answer that says it's very close to being all right. I think is probably what it's gonna say. Mackenzie McEachern. All right, we got Florida today. 6-0 win. Let's go. Yeah, we get a no way. Let's take a look at this though. Samsonov with a shutout. Teravainen twice. Anderson, Musty, Bystad, Hurdle. Yeah, it's close to being all right. Okay. They may be interested in a goal. I have so many like good goalies in my system. You want Makiniemi? We got anybody else? That doesn't change it. I have a feeling it's going to have to be one of my better players. It's not going to be. Kasper Haltunen's not, and I don't know. I mean, he's 19. What if I put Haltunen in there? No. Oh man, I would love Andre Miller. That's still well balanced, which is interesting. Okay, so Romanov actually makes it worse. That's weird, but okay. I've got so many young players. I just can't bring myself to Zadina. And what about, I don't know, what if we gave you one of our fourths? No. I have a feeling, yeah. So this is where those third-round picks come in handy. So if I give you a, let's see, can I do this? If I take back a third, can I give up a 2027 second? What about a second and a seventh? Can't offer more than, okay. This is where I wish I had a third-round pick. Because that would do it. And I don't want to give up a second. What do I have that's worth a second? Okay. How do I feel about this? Give up. What if I take Haltunen out? I got so much young talent, though. I think I'm okay giving up Haltunen. Yep. I think I'm okay with this. It gets Hurdle off the books. Zadina is fine, but nothing special. I don't care about LaRoque. Podrecker is fine, but he's 20 and meh. Really, only Haltunen I'm concerned about giving up, but I'm getting K'Andre Miller back. We're going to offer that. Already have 50 players under contract. All right, so who is the worst player on the Rangers? All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to send Thomas Hertl, Gannon LaRoque, Philip Zadina, Kasper Haltunen, and the rights to Urban Podrecker to the Rangers for Jonathan Quick, who we're immediately going to waive. K'Andre Miller is the key piece here. Connor Jones and Ben Poisson, I don't care about. Finalize the deal, and we pick up a new number one defenseman. Love it. So Quick, waivers, Poisson, waivers, Jones, waivers. Ferraro, Savard, Forsling, Kaiser, Miller, Anderson, Montour. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I got 6 defensemen now. We're going to take out Savard. Replace with K'Andre Miller. The lines. So thank you for your service, Thomas Hertl. But it is time. Oh, we don't even have players dressed. I need another forward. I just went super deep on my, we'll call it Brem Pitlick. That's fine. Pitlick out there. Let's put our lines. All right. No, Pitlick will be our fourth line. Lindholm is our top line center. Bysted. We can make what's his, what are his face-offs? 14. What about Patra? 13. All right. So maybe we do this. I'm still missing Sturm. Miller and Rasmus Anderson is our top 2 defensemen. I'll take that. Power play. All right, Patra. Yeah, we're going to stick Patra out there on the power play. Forsling, Bukestad, Bysted. Like that. PK, we will go Miller and Anderson, Ferraro and Montour, Kaiser and Forsling. Yep. Cool. All right, well, that's the big deal we're going to make, and then we're going to have to re-sign him. So I probably should, well, I can't look and see what he wants until he's on our team. Nothing of note there. All right, let's go to upcoming free agents. 5.8 for 3 years. I think I'm okay with that. Or something in that range. What if we do 4 years and then I give you 625, 6, 5, 5. Where he wants that. He wants the 3 year. Okay. 6, 6. Well, it's 5.8. What is that? I wish I could see how much that was. No, I'll just submit it. That is fine. Cool. All right, so we pick up our new number 1 defenseman. Hopefully we get him re-signed. And he signed the contract. Love it. Not great offensively, but that's fine. I came in saying what it was I was looking for, right? I was looking for that that offense or that defensive-minded defenseman, and I get when they're. I don't think he's had a 69-66 game rating. That's fine. I'm fine with the deal we made. It gets Hurdle's contract off the books, and it gives us the opportunity to spend a little bit of money next offseason. So we have to set our captains right because we just traded one of our captains. I don't really. I guess we'll go Logan O'Connor. New Jersey now. First look at our new look team as we beat the top team in the Metropolitan by the score of 6-3. Rantanen re-signed, so he comes off of the one of those free agents. Sprong is out for 2 to 3 weeks. That's not good because we don't have another forward. We're going to have to bring somebody up, and I don't know that I have anybody under contract. Matt Luff, welcome to the Sharks. Sprong replaced with Luff. Let's change the lines. Move O'Connor up. Bystead up. Power play. Bystead. We have him as... Yeah, I think we just do this. Forsling. Wyatt Kaiser out there on the point. Cool. Florida, Curtis McKenzie for a 5th. Anaheim coming up at the end of the month. Aiden Hill and Tage Thompson, the players of the month. Cool. Gustav Nyquist. Cool. I'm not interested in him. Development report for the end of the month. Will Smith continues to get better. He'll be up next season. Leanders will stay in the OHL probably. Reed Anderson's getting better. Man, we got a lot of really good young talent. Matthew Soto's going to be an offensive beast. He'll never be able to play defense, but that's okay. Fiala gets better. Gaudreau gets better. He's one I'm really excited about, Benjamin Gaudreau. Putting up pretty good numbers in the AHL this year as a 22-year-old. Excellent. All right, we got to set our monthly budget. I'm going to leave it right where it is. Assign. Oh, boy. Assign the scouts. OHL playoffs. Is there anything here? Montreal. That's in Ontario, right? Looks like all my scouts are assigned. I would like. Yeah, okay. Big men's ice hockey tournament. I'm assuming that's the Big Ten's ice hockey tournament. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to be able to scout all of these. That's fine. All right, next day. We'll get right up to the third, and then we'll look and see if there's anybody on the block that we want to try to make a last-minute run at. But Hurdle was that big. We win again, so that's 3 straight wins for us. Hurdle was that big piece we needed to move. Get that contract 6 years at $7 million or whatever it was. I don't like signing those super long-term contracts. Nashville and Seattle. That's a nothing deal. Matthew Patra. Get Rem Pitlick picking up a goal. And Teravainen with a couple. Gustav Forsling has 22 goals as a defenseman for us. Andre Miller's first game was a success. Let's go to the next day, which is the deadline. Yeah, still don't think we're making the playoffs, but we're certainly a better team, and we're set up for the future. I think next year is going to be a pretty good season for us. Yes, I know they're offering up Scott Morrow. Hang on just a second here, guys. All right, trade block. Yeah, I wouldn't say a lot has changed. Sam Bennett is pretty good. Contract is only for the year. I mean, Sam Bennett's the kind of player you go after if you are making a push, which we're not. Man, I would love me some Jake Sanderson. No, I wouldn't. Not at 8 years and $8 million. What am I talking about? Just get done talking about how I don't want to sign people to long-term contracts. I don't think I'm super interested in any of these players. What does that contract actually look like? It's literally $8 million a year for 8 years. I mean, I can't imagine that we're going to have anything that they want to make this work, but I don't even know where to start. Oh, Kaiser's down to 3 stars already? That's disappointing. Okay, so yeah, they want, if this is going to happen, Yeah, okay. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen. So let's go ahead and get through the deadline. We lose 6-0 to the Kings, and that's how we're going to end this episode. So added 4 new players, with the kind of the big get being K'Andre Miller. Let's see what happened at the deadline. Alexis Lafreniere traded from the Penguins to the Kraken in exchange for a second-round pick. Stuhoff for a third. Okay. All right. So there we are. Let's take a look at our stats, I guess, real quick. We didn't really do a whole hell of a lot, but offensively, Elias Lindholm, he's a -18. I got to do something about that, but averaging almost a point a game. I think it might be just that top line. Lindholm, well, I don't know. I got O'Connor and Eklund on there with him. It's just not good. Kubalik's having a good year. Eklund's having a really nice season. Teravainen's a point-a-game guy. Forsland's been fantastic. Musty's at 34. O'Connor, a lot of ratings in the 60s. Not great. Miller, 3 games with us, 2 points. Sprong, injury-prone. Might look to move him in the offseason. Kind of a wasted season for him. Patra with us, 8 points in 7 games. I'll take it. He's down to 3 stars as well, but I'll take that. How's Corona done since we called him up? 1-2 with an 8.92 and a 3.67. Samsonov has just been bad. Just been bad. But again, he's down to 3 stars as well. So yeah, I mean, there's some stuff that we'll need to do in the off season, I think. But that's going to do it, guys. So I'm going to sim ahead up to, well, if we make the playoffs, I'll sim up to the playoffs. I can't imagine that's going to happen. But if we do, I'll come back at the playoffs. If not, I'll come back when the season's over. So let me know what you think of the deals that we made. And I appreciate you watching. And as always, I appreciate the support. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.